Ooh, face reveal. So, I've been pretty busy for the past few weeks, but I've been working on something special for a while. You read the thumbnail right, I'm making hobby products now. So, as someone that isn't really patient with the waiting time on traditional hobby putty, which takes a few hours to cure, and let's be honest, most of us aren't, I've been looking for ways to make the process faster. And here it is, I've made a UV putty box set. So anyone can start using UV putty because everything you need is already in one box. So we're going to be taking a look at what's inside this box that I've made for most of you. I'll tell you the other details later, but yeah. So we see here that there's the instructions itself. And take note, I am including a spatula in here, making sure it's visible, of course. And we do have the UV light, which is also Type-C, which is convenient. And of course the UV putty inside itself. So the stars of the show. This is the UV putty that is hobby grade, so this is specially formulated for us modelers, and it's included UV light. So the best use of this putty is for gap filling, and it's almost instant curing time of 1 minute compared to epoxy putty, which is cures like overnight. And do take note that sometimes the filler and the resin will separate if left on the shelf for a long time. You can easily mix it back up though. Looks like cheese sauce. Please don't eat it. And this is the included UV light. So first press will make the light open for 20 seconds. Then if you press it again, it will make it last for 1 minute. And of course, third press will close it. This is Type-C as well. And of course, you can just use any UV light you have. But this box set is mostly aimed for beginners. So this is the part we will be using. This is a 30-minute mission piece. This is actually the worst case scenario if I think about it, because at this point I'll just use plop plate to just cover that big gap. But we are going to be demonstrating how to use this. And one thing, I take note, do not put one big blob there, like put putty until it reaches the top area, don't. Because once you put the UV light, it won't reach the deepest areas. That's why you do this by layer. So make sure that you put the putty in the deepest parts first. Then after that, you use the UV light to cure the lowest layer, and then do it by layer. It's basically just painting. And yep, we'll just be showing you how it looks like after I do the first layer. We're now curing the part, as we can see, so I made sure it lasted like for 1 minute, just for the best results. And now we will be applying the second layer. I think I used 3 layers in this, 3 refining layers. Yeah, I'll just show you what it looks like after. But yeah, that's cured. It cured in under like 1 minute, very fast instead of using it. So this is the second layer, and yeah, it's pretty rough. Of course, you still gotta process it, but yeah, just need sanding. Just need sanded. So I'll just show you what it looks like after being sanded. After using a 180 grit sandpaper, wet sanding. Please do wet sanding. This is very toxic stuff, and you do not want the resin to be in your lungs. Don't be like me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It gap filled, made sure that every part of the UV is cured, especially the under part. So I will be doing a scribing test, and yeah, here's the scribing test. I'm a big noob when it comes to scribing. I really don't like doing scribing. Some people do it better, but yeah, that's how I did it. These are the chisels I used. We have 0.1 to do the lines, and yeah, pretty much it. It is scribable. It's basically just resin. You're just scribing a resin kit, and if you're good at that, well, you could find some use for this thing. So, important tip. If you may want to make sure that this is more malleable, and if you want to touch this without sticking to your hands, so just like typical putty where you use water so it doesn't stick to you, here you can use alcohol. You can use alcohol to either clean this off, or of course use it to make it more malleable. That's what I want to say. And yeah, pretty much it. So if there's like excess on the cap, just make sure you have a towel and alcohol. So that's pretty much it on how to use my UV putty. But of course, you can just get any UV putty there. You can just get any UV light. You really don't need to buy this specifically. But of course, they do make it convenient for you. So this is the box set, of course, where everything is included. And I do have pucks, so just refills. So if you already have like, your UV light and you really just want some putty, yeah, I also sell that separately. And I do have some sanding pads. I should probably show you a demonstration of these sanding pads. Let's go. So this is a set of 5 rigid sanding pads. So you can basically use any of your favorite hobby adhesive sanding pad sticks you have, like the acrylic ones. Yeah, these are pretty much the same as those. And you get 5 pieces of them. So what I have is a display. This is a display adhesive. It's pretty much the same size. I'm not gonna stick it because I'm not gonna use it yet. But yeah, pretty much the same thing. You just make sure that sanding pad's there, and yeah, just stick it on there. I know this video is pretty much an advertisement, but it still is a tutorial on how to use UV putty in our hobby because I still think it's a very underutilized tool in our hobby, and I just want people to give it a try. It's actually a really good tool. Also important, I'm currently only selling this in the Philippines. You can reach out to me on Facebook or Twitter. The box set costs like 375 pesos, and the refills are 245 pesos, and the sanding pans are 250 pesos. I have no plans on opening a specific e-commerce account because of the paperwork, and it's a bit too much for selling something that's this cheap. And for international orders, I am currently not sure if I can ship this overseas. I will have to do an update. It will probably be in the pinned comment if I can accommodate international orders. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope that this video has given you an idea on how to use UV putty in our hobby. Do stay safe.